Haley's show, and oh my goodness, it's Chicago Wednesdays as the premiere is coming. I have on the show right now Oliver Platt from Chicago Med, Daniel Kyri from Chicago Fire, and Amy Morton from Chicago PD. Thanks for stopping by, guys. Appreciate you coming on.
Thanks for
Thanks for
having me.
having us.
All right, the new season kicks off Wednesday, September 25th, and I'm sure you're really excited. Chicago Med is back for season 10. What should we expect from that, Oliver?
You know, the same. What's different about this premiere, this season premiere, is that we are introducing two new characters, and one of them is coming in as a sort of unexpected co-chief of the ER, and the person that she is supposed to be sharing power with is actually unaware that this is happening, because it happens in the middle of this massive a mass casualty event involving a ferry. So you have not only so in the middle of this major drama, you have this whole other drama. So it's what we call the drama within the drama, and it's really fun to watch both on screen and off.
Well, that's really exciting. Everyone definitely is going to tune in Wednesday night. Chicago Fire returns for season 13. And Daniel, I know you're excited. Tell us a little bit about what we should expect without giving anything away. Because everyone binges, right? I'm sure you hear those stories all the time. Oh my gosh, someone else is going to binge a show and they just started on it, and you don't want to ever give a lot away, right?
Oh no, absolutely. I kind of feel like I have a reputation for like dropping spoilers or something based on that. But I yeah, there's a lot of new happening in season 13. Some changes I think to be expected. There are just quite a few dynamic shifts that are happening as new characters are being introduced on the show. And so what we have our sort of mainstays, right? The characters that we've been following, and the ways in which they kind of have to adjust, or ways in which they might resist, for instance, new leadership. So there is some friction that goes down in the first few episodes for sure, that you'll, bear witness to in this premiere. We have a new chief coming in, Don Pascal, played by Dermot Mulroney, and he shakes things up quite a bit. And so we're left with characters having to kind of, find their feet on new ground, which is really exciting.
All right. Now, season 12, Chicago PD. And Amy, I know you're excited, and give us a little bit what we should expect on Wednesday.
Well, it's a big episode with an ending that's quite unexpected, and which is going to kick off this season. And we're going to be, as well as the other two shows, introducing a new character played by Toya Turner. And that dynamic is going to be really great in the show, to add another team member. And I believe that there will be some romance this year, which is unusual for PD, which is sort of a welcome break a little bit from the running and gunning, and a promotion. And I won't tell you who.
Because you got to tune in. That's the important thing, right, Amy? You got to tune in. So I'm going to go with a question with all of you guys. Do you guys get ever to hang out together, Oliver, on the sets of either of the other shows when they're being shot and stuff? Like, do you have relationships with the other shows?
My character in particular hasn't been doing too much crossing over recently, but every now and then, the fire and PD kind of borrow our ER, right? And so we like the entire other crew comes in, and I wish you'd have more, because that's when we tend to run into each other, and it's always really exciting. But invariably, somebody's running out and another person's running in. So like I say, these sweet reunions don't happen. They're not long enough, but yeah, that's what I have to say about that.
What about you, Daniel? Have you gotten the chance to hang out with any of the other casts, or just more like promotion stuff?
Wait, say that again.
More promotion
Sorry.
stuff, or did you guys get to hang out with some of the other casts through any crossover stuff?
Yeah.
Mhm.
I kind of get, I get to it happens very rarely for me in a sort of crossover capacity unless someone is coming over to Fire. Like I've hung out with Amy a couple times. It's always a hoot and a half. But we are all here in Chicago, so outside of work, I tend to run into folks a little bit more. Like I went to this kind of jazz night with a Patha not that long ago, and that was like really fun. And so certain things can kind of happen. We go, you got a day off, I got a day off. Let's maybe
Yeah,
make something of it. But yeah,
100%.
kind of like that.
Yeah, and Amy, just I'm going to add just more of the fan base really to finish up. Isn't it amazing the fan base of Chicago shows and how many fans you have and how crazy they get about every season?
Yeah, I think it's I don't think anybody expected this. Maybe Dick Wolf did, but he would have been the only one, I think. It's really surprising and really wonderful. And Oliver had mentioned this before on a different interview, and I think it's very true. Having them all on the same night only boosts that fan base, by triple, quadruple, whatever. It's I think that's a really great and important event to have all three shows on one night. It's I think it's great continuity.
All right, so everyone needs to tune in. Chicago Wednesday, Chicago Med at 8 p.m. Eastern, Chicago Fire at 9 p.m. Eastern, and Chicago P at 10 p.m. Eastern, and catch up on the Peacock app to binge all of it. I appreciate it, guys, and thanks for stopping by.
Thank you.
All right,
Thank you.
you're listening and watching the Neil Haley Show, and we'll be back in just a moment.